Trump debate Harris on September 10, 2024. Chapter 1. The Road to the Debate. The journey to the big debate on Tuesday, September 10, 2024, began months earlier. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris had announced their plans to run for president in early 2024. Trump, a former president, believed he could win back the White House, while Harris, the current vice president, was ready to become the first female president in U.S. history. Throughout the year, both candidates campaigned across the country, meeting voters and explaining their plans for the future. People were divided. Some supported Trump for his strong opinions and experience, while others wanted to see Harris continue the work she had started as vice president. As the election drew closer, excitement built. Everyone knew that the first major debate between Trump and Harris would be an important moment. Both candidates had different visions for the country, and people were eager to hear what they had to say. Chapter 2. Preparing for the debate. In the weeks leading up to the debate, both Trump and Harris prepared carefully. Trump held rallies, where he spoke to large crowds of supporters. He practiced answering tough questions, focusing on his strengths, the economy, job creation, and national security. Trump's team worked hard to make sure he was ready to show voters that he was the right choice. Kamala Harris, meanwhile, spent time talking to experts and meeting with her team. She knew that healthcare, immigration, and climate change were important topics for voters, and she wanted to explain her plans clearly. Harris also practiced speaking calmly and confidently, knowing that the debate would be watched by millions. Both candidates knew this debate would be crucial. It was not just about answering questions. It was about showing the American people that they were the best person to lead the country. Chapter 3. The Debate Day. Tuesday, September 10, 2024 was a day filled with anticipation. News channels covered the event all day long. Reporters interviewed people on the streets, asking them who they thought would win. Some people supported Trump because they liked his bold leadership. Others thought Harris would do better because of her focus on fairness and equality. As the debate time approached, both Trump and Harris arrived at the debate hall. Cameras followed every move as they entered the building, shook hands with the moderator, and took their places on stage. The audience was filled with journalists, supporters, and politicians. Everyone knew this debate could change the course of the election. Chapter 4. Opening Statements. The moderator welcomed everyone and introduced the two candidates. First, Donald Trump spoke. He talked about his past experience as president and his plans for the future. "I know how to make America strong," Trump said confidently. "We need to bring back jobs, protect our borders, and make sure our country is safe." Kamala Harris spoke next. She started by talking about her work as vice president and her vision for a more equal and just society. "We need to focus on the future," Harris said. "I want to make sure everyone has health care, good jobs, and the chance to succeed." Chapter 5. The Economy. The first topic of the night was the economy. The moderator asked both candidates what they would do to improve the country's economic situation. Donald Trump answered first. He talked about how he would reduce taxes and create jobs. "When I was president, I cut taxes for businesses and the economy grew, Trump said. I will do it again. I know how to bring back jobs, especially for people in industries like manufacturing. Kamala Harris disagreed with Trump's approach. She said that helping only big businesses wouldn't solve the problems many Americans faced. We need to invest in workers, Harris said. I want to raise the minimum wage and make sure everyone has the chance to get a good job. We can't leave anyone behind. The audience was divided. Some people agreed with Trump's focus on businesses, while others liked Harris's plan to help workers directly. Chapter 6: Healthcare. The next topic was healthcare, a major issue in the country. The moderator asked how each candidate would ensure that all Americans could get the healthcare they needed. Kamala Harris took this opportunity to talk about her plan to expand healthcare coverage. Healthcare is a basic human right, Harris said. I believe we need to make sure that every American has access to affordable healthcare, no matter their income. We will expand healthcare programs and lower costs for families. Donald Trump had a different idea. He wanted to give people more choices. We shouldn't let the government control healthcare, Trump said. People should be able to choose their own doctors and healthcare plans. We will make sure there is competition, so prices go down and people get the best care. Once again, the audience had mixed reactions. Some people liked Harris's idea of expanding government health care, while others agreed with Trump's plan for more personal choice. Chapter 7: Immigration. Next, the debate moved to immigration. This is a topic both candidates had strong opinions on, and it was clear that they had different views. Donald Trump spoke first. We need to secure our borders, Trump said. Too many people are coming into this country illegally, and it's causing problems. We need strong laws to protect Americans and keep our country safe. Kamala Harris had a different perspective. She agreed that laws were important, but she also talked about compassion. We need a fair and humane immigration system, Harris said. People come to this country for a better life. We should welcome them and give them a chance to become citizens, but they must follow the law. This part of the debate was tense. Both candidates believed in laws, but Trump focused more on security, while Harris talked about fairness and opportunity. Chapter 8: Climate Change. One of the most heated parts of the debate was when the topic of climate change came up. The moderator asked both candidates how they would handle the issue of global warming and environmental protection. Kamala Harris was clear about her plan to fight climate change. Climate change is real, and we need to act now, Harris said. I will work to reduce pollution, protect our environment, and invest in clean energy. We must leave a better planet for future generations. Donald Trump disagreed with Harris's approach. He said that focusing too much on climate change would hurt the economy. We can't shut down our industries, Trump said. I believe in protecting the environment, but we also need to protect jobs. We will use our natural resources wisely, and we can still grow the economy. This was another issue where the audience was divided. Some people supported Harris's strong stance on the environment, while others were more concerned about the impact on jobs. Chapter 9: Final Words. As the debate came to an end, both candidates had the chance to give a final statement. Donald Trump spoke first. He reminded the audience of his past experience as president. "I have done it before, and I can do it again," Trump said. "I will make America strong, protect our borders, create jobs, and keep our country safe. We will win together." Kamala Harris ended with a message of hope and unity. "This is our chance to build a better future," Harris said. "I will work for all Americans, making sure everyone has health care, good jobs, and equal rights. Together, we can make this country a better place for everyone." Chapter 10. The Aftermath. After the debate, people across the country talked about what they had seen. Some were impressed by Trump's strong leadership and focus on the economy. Others liked Harris's plans for health care and her message of fairness and equality. News channels, social media, and conversations at home were all buzzing with opinions about who had done better. But one thing was clear: this debate had shown the real differences between Trump and Harris. Each candidate had their own vision for the future, and now it was up to the voters to decide. Chapter 11. Reactions after the debate. After the debate ended, people across the country shared their thoughts. Some felt that Trump had won by sticking to his strong, straightforward message about jobs and security. Others believed that Harris had done better by focusing on health care and fairness. Television commentators discussed the debate for hours, analyzing each candidate's answers. Social media was full of opinions. Some people posted that Trump's experience made him the better choice, while others said Harris's plans for the future were what the country needed. Both candidates claimed victory in the debate. Trump's team quickly released statements saying that he had proven once again that he was a strong leader. Harris's team, on the other hand, focused on how she had connected with everyday people and their struggles. Chapter 12. The Impact on the Election. The debate had a huge impact on the election. Polls showed that many people who had been undecided were now starting to choose sides. Trump's numbers rose among voters who cared most about the economy, while Harris gained support from people who were focused on health care and climate change. The debate also energized both campaigns. Trump's rallies grew larger, with more people attending to hear him speak. Harris, too, saw a surge in enthusiasm, especially among young voters and women, who were excited about her message of fairness and opportunity. As the election neared, both candidates used their debate performances to push their campaigns forward. Trump continued to focus on his record as president, while Harris emphasized the need for change and a fresh approach to leadership. Chapter 13. The Plans After the Debate. Following the debate, both Trump and Harris had clear plans for the future. Trump's campaign focused on reinforcing his message of America First. He planned more rallies in key states, especially in areas where jobs and the economy were the top issues. Trump also doubled down on his promises to cut taxes, protect the borders, and strengthen national security. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, focused on connecting with voters who were concerned about health care, education, and the environment. She visited schools, hospitals, and communities that had been affected by climate change, showing that she cared about real people and their struggles. Harris also worked hard to reach out to young voters and minorities, reminding them that they had a voice in this election. Both campaigns knew that the debate had shifted the momentum. It was now a race to the finish line, and every vote would count. Chapter 14: The Effect on the Voters. For many voters, the debate had been a turning point. Some people who were unsure about who to vote for made up their minds after watching Trump and Harris on stage. Trump's supporters felt more confident that he was the right choice, especially those who cared about the economy and national security. Harris gained support from people who were focused on health care and equality. Many voters, especially women and young people, felt inspired by her message of hope and fairness. They believed she could bring real change to the country. However, the debate also made some voters more divided. People who supported Trump and people who supported Harris had strong feelings about their candidates. The debate had shown just how different the two leaders were, and it became clear that this election would be one of the most important in recent history. Chapter 15: Moving Forward. As the election continued, both Trump and Harris worked hard to build on their debate performances. Trump traveled across the country, giving speeches about his plan to make America strong again. He focused on jobs, national security, and cutting taxes. His supporters remained loyal, believing that he was the only candidate who could lead the country. Kamala Harris also worked tirelessly, meeting with voters and sharing her vision for the future. She talked about health care, education, and climate change, promising to make the country fairer for everyone. Harris gained more support from women, young people, and minority communities, who were excited to see her become president. Both candidates knew that the election was close, and the debate had been a major moment in their campaigns. Now, it was up to the voters to decide who would lead the country into the future.